Hey guys, good morning. How are you doing? Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today we're going to talk about how to get people to say yes to what you want according to science. Let's see what science has to say. Researchers have been studying the art of persuasion for years. Here's what they found by Christine Demars. She works for Inc. Yeah, let's check this out. Alright, you teleprompter today. See how it works. The ability to persuade others is a valuable skill that can translate into making a huge sale, convincing people to follow your leadership, getting a raise, or countless other suggestions. Suggest success in life in the business realm. In your personal life, it can mean winning over a partner, well behaved children who do as they are told, and friends and family members who will help in a pinch. But persuasion isn't just for charismatic types. Anyone can be better. And getting people to say yes to requests, take it from me. Or sorry, Jep Desang for a clinical psychologist practicing in New York and a mosaic in Massachusetts, who says science has uncovered a wealth of data on the subject. Here's her advice according to what researchers studying persuasion have found. 1. There's 7 tips here. There's 7 points. First one is use a personal note. Research conducted at Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas, found that study participants asked to complete a survey were significantly more likely to do so if the survey included a post-it note with a handwritten message asking for their help. Akin to this favor, this speaks to the importance of the personal touch. To Sam says, a handwritten note is important, especially in the current era where so much communication tends to be electronic. 2. Be upfront with your request. Researchers who published in the Journal of Experimental Social Media Psychology found that a request was more likely to be granted if it was asked for in the beginning of a conversation as opposed to the end of it. Lead with the request as opposed to saving it for the end of the interaction. When someone might be tired or they may have a competing demand on their attention, to saying, Edward suggests. Number 3, use guilt to your advantage. According to research conducted in Stanford University, people feel uncomfortable repeatedly denying the same person. If someone declines a request and then you approach them later with a different request, they are more likely to agree to your request, possibly because of some feelings of guilt or feeling that you have let them down the first time, she says. Number 4, use the right words. Researchers in the United Kingdom found that language matters when it comes to making requests. So if someone initially says no, or I'm not interested, follow up by asking, but what would you consider XYZ? Or would you be willing to try XYZ? This kind of language increases the likelihood that the person will answer positively. If you're talking about so strange word. If you're talking about me body's willingness to do or try something, you're now focused on their character as a person, as opposed to their preferences, she says. Number 5, focus on what the other person will gain. German research has found that people are more willing to agree to something if you frame your request in a manner that highlights what they will receive, rather than saying, I would like you to pay me X for something. It's better to say, I'll give it to you for X, or I could let you have it for such and such a price. Cool. I can let you have it for such and such a price. Cool. So, Tuesday Edwards says, I think that's always important in a notation so that it's not heads. I win, tails, you lose. But everyone feels they've profited in some manner. Number 6, remind the person he or she can always say no. When you preface a request this way, the chances you'll get a positive answer dramatically increases. Researchers in France have discovered it is reminding them that they are not hostage and that this is not a pressured situation, she says. And number 7, appropriate physical touch may help. A handshake or a touch on the shoulder has been found to increase the chances that a request will be granted. Be careful with this one. However, you definitely have to know your audience, she says. In certain cultures and religions, they are prohibited against contact. Let's say between the opposite sexes. Cool. Okay, so that, guys, is the end of our article for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The 7 different ways ways you can say yes to. Thanks for being here, and have an awesome and positive day, guys. Thanks.